Hey folks, Caius2922 here with you finally once again. We are in the touch bounce ball game. I started playing this game not long after they introduced it, I think about 2 years ago. I had a friend that was into these games. There's a handful of different ones, and it was pretty frustrating early on. The way the gameplay is, it doesn't really go like you would think it would. It's not very linear. The ball tends to just roll and bounce in every which direction, but it can be a little predictable once you get the hang of it. So I have some tips, some little hints that have been helpful for me that I'd like to share, because it seems like the game's getting a little more popular now. So number one, play positionally, especially if you happen to spawn in back. Play goalie. You're the closest one to it, and it only makes, it's just sort of rational to think that you're the goalie when you spawn in back anyways. But whoever spawned back there isn't playing back there, so I'll go back and try to do it myself. Yeah, I'll go back here. I should demo this anyways. So you're very small, and the goal mouth is very big. So you really only have a 50-50 chance of making a save anyways. I suggest, like I just did there, if you have a chance at getting to the ball before anyone else, just go out and play it and try to clear it. It works for me. It usually works, but I mean, there's times like the ball can, like I said, can be unpredictable. You'll think you have a line on it, and it ends up rolling right past you. There's just only so much you can do. There's only so much that's in your control. One tendency something that tends to happen is people tend to over pursue the ball a little bit. They get all, ramped up, and they're running around chasing the ball from one end to the other. Don't do that. It's better if you have a teammate that's closer to the ball, let them play it. Look for a rebound. You'll notice that the ball, it tends to go side to side a lot. It doesn't go north to south. There you go, just bounced right over my head. I'll try to get it. Yeah, I was able to send it down that time. But a lot of times the ball ends up going across and side to side. So if you see everyone is sort of, see, that guy was AFK. I don't know what the fascination is, but like, so many people just come here and they just, end up standing around not paying attention. I mean, that's one thing if it's a 1 versus 1, and you're only hurting yourself, but when you're on a team, it's best to be kind of here and in the present. Anyways, I got off track there, but so I have I have a good amount of wins on here. I'm on the leaderboard for wins now. I'm 11th. Goals, I have a lot of goals. I'm not on the top leaderboard. I'm not really much of a sniper. I tend to get my goals just by, playing good positionally. And we lost that one, oh well. But, yeah, but a lot of it is, like I said, like if everybody is on one side, and we'll get a better example of it here. Let me see. Yeah, there I am. If everybody is on one side of the court and the ball is there, go to the opposite side. The ball tends to. Let me see if I can. Okay, see, here we go. See, like the center in sports, if you're new to it, usually takes the face off, but everyone else tends to want to jump in. What I actually recommend is if you're on the wing, on the left or right side, go behind the goalie. I'm sorry, go behind the center, because the ball a lot of times will drop behind the center. It won't drop right in the middle like you're expecting it to. So you have a chance to clean up that, that odd drop. Jeez. There's a lot of inadvertent goals in this game that people score on themselves. It happens quite a bit. one way to avoid that is to not over pursue. See, like that guy had a better shot of getting to the ball before me, so I let him play it. It comes across the middle, like I was saying. If it's over on the side, expect it to come across the middle, and I get a lot of my goals just like that. What else? Yeah, it's people will start complaining because no one's passing. It's hard to pass this ball around. It doesn't really work like that, but one thing you can do with where I was there is kind of bounce it off of this side right there, and it'll roll across the middle. And if someone is there, like I just was on not on that goal, but the one before it, they have a pretty good chance of tapping it in there. So for me, what works is kind of to get like a pretty hard shot off to get it cleared. I try to play it off my head, with a goalie. Off my head or kind of off my shoulder, off my side. That seems to be the best way to make it go. Let me see what's happening here real quick. Let me go. Oh, hey, I got a hat trick. Okay. This was a good time to start recording. Let me take the face off and then I'll shoot back. And okay, it looks like somebody's going back to play goalie. So that's one time you definitely don't want to over pursue, is when the ball is heading back towards your goal. Just run to the side, get out of the goalie's way, because if you're running straight at the ball and he's coming to clear the ball, it's going to go right off of you and back into your own goal. It happens all the time on here, so get out of the way. If your teammate is closer to the ball, let them play the ball. It's it's much more beneficial. Now this is something I can't stand right here. It is so flaky. People will start resetting and hoping to come back, after the next whistle on the team that's winning. Don't do that. Don't be a flake. It's so flaky. Just stay on the team. I almost never, I never do things like that. I usually never quit, even if my team's getting clobbered, like 8-0. I'll just stay. Oh, he kind of screwed things up. Wait, what happened here? I've seen this a few times before. Is it 5-on-3? I guess that guy... yeah, sometimes that happens. It's a little glitch. Someone will come back, and they won't spawn in as blue or green. I got a bank shot there. Oh, no, I didn't get it. Okay, I guess the guy next to me did. Anyways, I guess he left. That was weird. That's happened a few times. It ends up being 5-on-3 like that. And sometimes it'll even be, they'll have the green or blue uniform on. So I don't know why it happens, but it does happen sometimes. Anyways, there we go. See, the ball was rolling across the middle. I just happened to bank it, and it goes. So yeah, that's definitely something to always look for. If there's like a little bit of a, hey, guy knocked me over. If there's like a little bit of a scrum, with like 3 or 4 players from both teams on one side, or even more, head over to the opposite side and look for the ball to come into the open area. It usually does. It's hard to get it to go sort of north and south, it tends to go across. So that's something to always look for. Okay, so there I am. I spawned in back. I'm going to play goalie. This guy's running back here, even though he was supposed to take the face-off because he was the center. But you can get back there the fastest, and it's just, I was a little nervous about doing it at first, but, once you realize that there's only so much you can do, like I said, with the size of the goal mouth and the size that you are, you can only do so much. You got it like a 50-50 chance of being able to save, make a save. So just do your best. And like I said, come out and challenge. Come out and challenge. If somebody's running in with the ball and you got a chance at getting there first, just go ahead and try to play it. Dude. Yeah, you end up with this weird thing. And he just ended up scoring on us. Oh, jeez, I lost my train of thought on that goal. There was a lot that I wanted to cover here. Um, yeah, ideally, that's what I wanted to say. Ideally, it's best to have one goalie, kind of one person playing midfield, and then two attackers. That's generally, I think, the way to go. But it's hard to get everybody on the same page. A lot of people, if I scroll down, you'll see there's some people that you can tell are just here for the first time. They don't have any wins or any goals yet. Santi, I think I played with him yesterday. Let me get back here. See, again, the center keeps dropping back. Okay, yeah, that's another thing I should point out. I wanted to say that. Go forward on face-offs. Do not drop back, because if you drop back, you're giving the other team a chance to just take a free shot at the ball, and it's pretty easy to score off the face-off. It's pretty easy to score off the face-off if you don't have any real opposition there. I got a little desperate there. You can just kind of line it up right from here and head it in. Just shoot it straight in. It is, I think it's easier to get more goals when there's fewer players, if it's not completely 4 versus 4. God darn. I don't know if we're going to win this one, but I will say there's 30 seconds left, 4-1. The clock moves really slow on this game, so you're never really totally out. You can score some goals pretty fast on here. And even if you just keep jamming, and sort of crashing the net, if you will, you can drive the other team to score on themselves. I mean, it happens a lot. I don't know if we'll be able to pull it off this time. And sometimes it's just a matter simply of just getting the bounces. Sometimes you get the bounces, sometimes you don't. The last game, we got a lot of them, or the team I was on got a lot of them. This time we're not. Let me think. So what else did I go over here? I went over kind of playing goalie, coming out and challenging. Get out of your goalie's way. If the goalie's coming out to challenge it, get out of his way. Just veer to the right or the left and give him a better chance at clearing it, so you don't end up, knocking it into your own goal, which happens a lot. Play positionally, it can be easy to forget where you spawned if the play goes on for a while, like if you were on the right side or the left side. But definitely if you spawn him back, get in goalie position and stay there. Stay in position. Look for the ball to move side to side, because it does that more often than anything. Don't anticipate the ball. If it's rolling to the side or the corner, don't anticipate it resting there, like stopping right in the corner. It will pretty much always bounce out a few feet, or whatever your measurement is, whatever country you're in. But let's try to get this going up the other way. Yeah, see, again, look for the ball to go side to side like that. It happens a lot. Now it's finally, it took a few tries before we got it out of our end. There. Now, see, I could have chased the ball, but I would have just jammed it up more probably in the corner there. So it was better just to get out of the way and let my teammates take a crack at clearing it. There was an instance where the ball didn't drop dead center. It dropped behind the line. And this other guy moved into position, so I moved over to where he was, and it actually dropped a little bit to the side. That happens too. It'll end up dropping in front of the player on the left or right instead of in front of the center. So it's better, like I said, to go forward, but sometimes it's better to be back just a few feet there, or again, whatever the measurement is in your country. Just be a little bit behind the line, but don't drop all the way back. Don't take yourself completely out of the play and give the other team a free, shot at the ball. Yeah, a lot of times when the ball goes into the corners like that, it will go out to the center. Good to kind of position yourself right in front of the goal mouth there and try to knock it in. It's looking like a goal all the way there. So Gosh, I think that's everything. If I think of anything else, I'll add it in the comments. Yeah, first video in a couple of years here. Hope everyone is doing well. Better than we're doing in this game right now. Um, I I don't really have any designs on anything else. Yeah, I don't play much else. I'll pop into like Restaurant Tycoon and sort of peacock around in my restaurant. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll show off my restaurant. I do have a friend or two that still plays that as well. Um, but yeah, Zombie Uprising again. I played that for about a year. It got pretty burned out on it. I do have some friends who still play it, and occasionally I'll drop in and play a few rounds. But yeah, this is about it for me. I started writing during the pandemic. I've been working on a short story and a couple of screenplays. None of them are done, but I was playing in a bunch of bands for a long time before that. I've kind of curtailed that. Not kind of, I have. Um, so not doing that quite as much, just more of the writing thing and working and doing family stuff, and that's pretty much where my life is now. But yeah, it's fun to make another video again. I'll have this uploaded very soon. Thanks for watching, take care, and hopefully see you again before too long.